I'm moving. And it looks like Zoom recognizes that I'm moving. But can I be heard? Okay, Booch says there we go. Are we cooking with grease? Are we good? Everything's good? Hey, we're good to go. Yay! Y'all thought I disappeared, didn't you? Psych! Gotcha! That one was intentional. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Symphony. Symphony Entertainment Gaming Arts is my gaming company that focuses on horror games, indie systems, organic content, and player agency in an attempt to bring a symphonic approach to horror role-playing. I am your host, Bridgett Jeffries, and tonight we are playing, I should probably correct that statement, I am playing Alone Against the Static, written by B.W. Holland for 7th edition Call of Cthulhu, published by Chaosium Incorporated. We have a couple announcements for you guys. Actually, a few. So it's 3, but we'll make them super quick. We are offering a giveaway. Chaosium was sweet enough, thank Dustin, to provide us a brand new copy of Alone Against the Static for giveaway. It is still in the shrink wrap. To enter this physical, or to enter the drawing to get a physical copy of the book, you need to put bang static into the chat. That is !static. And you do have to be a follower of the channel. About an hour into the stream, I'll go ahead and post the giveaway, and you'll be rocking and rolling from there. So again, !static to enter, and good luck. You're probably wondering why there was no marketing for this stream, because there was none, or why no one announced it, because we didn't. I threw this idea by Bucho last week. I was like, yo, what if we just start having like pop-up streams where there's like zero prep, there's nothing going on, we just, bam, launch a stream and see what happens. So we're trialing it out to see how it goes. And I think tonight is a really beautiful and a very special night to trial it out. First thing, I have never played an Alone Against a Nothing from Chaosium. Not the Tide, not the Dark, not the Children That Live Under the Stairs. I have never played an Alone Against anything from Chaosium. So this is going to be my first time doing it live on stream, which is like weirdly nervous-ing, is that a word? It is today. And the other thing that we are doing today is we are celebrating the Festival of the Fabulist. So what is the Festival of the Fabulist? Well, if you were fortunate enough to know, I'm going to try to do this without crying, Chantel. If you were fortunate enough to know Brian J. Kapustik, he was a giant in the just creative industries. That's from singing, that's from running games, that's from playing games, from a storytelling standpoint. Brian, affectionately known as Kapu, was a titan in storytelling. And he passed last year, this day, after a pretty brutal fight with cancer. At this point, just F cancer and COVID, they can go to hell and never come back. So his wife, in her remarkable beauty, resilience, and grief, decided to roll out on today, December 27th, the Festival of the Fabulist. Per her definition and instructions, the Festival of the Fabulist is to be held today, Wednesday, December 27th, 2003. A fabulist, as pronounced, is a person who composes or relates fables. It is a liar, especially a person who invents elaborate, dishonest stories. Example, a born fabulist with an imagination unfettered by the laws of logic and probability. Or 3, Kapu, aka Brian J. Kapustik. So, the Festival of the Fabulist is a day in gaming to commemorate the life of Kapu, to focus on how he loved, how he lived, which was through playing games, telling stories, and making people laugh and or cringe. He and his wife have gotten me on more occasions than I can count, and I don't even want to go into a cult game that was like the Senna, and him and his wife were playing twins, and I'm still pretty upset about that entire experience. But how can you be a part of the festival? Here are just a few suggestions that Santel put out there. Play a 5-minute game or play all day. Play a card game, a board game, a role-playing game, a video game, miniatures game. It doesn't matter. Just play a game. So, tonight I'm playing a game. I am streaming Alone Against the Static to celebrate Kapu and to stand with you, Chantel. I love you. I'm very proud of you. I'm super excited to be a part of this festival. Finally, if you like what we're doing over here on the Symphony when it actually launches successfully, We do have a Patreon that may or may not pay for my better internet. Bucho looked at a speed test on my internet one time. He never got back to me. Bucho, what's going on with my speed test? We need to talk about that. Anyways, Symphony does have a Patreon. So if you would like to back us, you can go to patreon.com/Symphony Entertainment. Usually at this point, I would go through content warnings and I would go through like the X card and the green level, but it's literally just me. And I have no idea how this is going to go. I don't even know if this is going to be entertaining. But you know what, guys? I don't care. I'm here. You guys are here. And we are going to have a good time regardless. So let us start with Alone Against the Static, a 1990s adventure beyond signal range. Now, again, I've never played one of these before. I did go through and steal a bunch of their like handouts and arts because the art is absolutely phenomenal. But I haven't read any of the book. It does come with some content warnings because Chaosium is amazing. Alone Against the Static is a horror scenario that explores themes of grief, isolation, relationships, and heartbreak, and is recommended for mature players. Preparing to start, they want you to have the Call of Cthulhu Keeper rulebook or the starter set, which I'm going to make up the rules as I go along. I have a basic understanding of the BRP. It comes with 2 PCs, 2 investigators, Alex and Charlie. I chose Charlie, and I'll introduce myself here in a second. It wants us to read the Getting Started section, which I kind of did, and send thoughts and prayers. And then after that, you're ready to take on the challenges of Alone Against the Static. So, in case you don't know, the Getting Started section has a log sheet, which I have printed out. There's some boxes that I tick along the way, and it might send me to different parts of the adventure. It goes over making a roll, which I'm going to actually be showing to you guys live if that capture actually works. It goes over spending luck, pushing, dying and going insane, and some note about the entries. But where it tells us to start is, go figure, right where it says start. So, wish me luck, guys. I am getting ready to go alone against the static. Somewhere in the forgotten wilds, where pine needles carpet the forest floor, something stirs. Winds whip around the Black Hills to places where bears, rabbits, and birds never visit. The trees of the surrounding forest shiver. Beneath the moist earth, something wakes. Shifting from beneath the soil, it erupts in silence from the ground. Its emergence reverberates throughout the wild. Far off, a wolf howls in mourning for what will soon pass. It pulls itself from the darkness and breathes. It blinks. Take your chosen investigator sheet, roll 3d6, and multiply the result by 5. I am going to pick up Charlie, which I will describe in just a second, and I am going to allegedly show you guys my luck roll. This is actually using Rena's method of, hey, make the investigators roll their own luck so they can't blame you for any type of suffering, which I am actually a big fan of. Now, if you give me just a quick second, I might be able to find the window where my dice roller is. Okay, it wants me to do 3d6. Is that showing? It is. Bow, bow, bow. 11 times 5. That's what, 55 points? Okay, my luck is 55. I can rock with that, guys. You saw it here. I know, it is creepy going into it. Good luck on your entry, too. Because I'm reading the PDF, guys, sorry I won't be able to follow the chat as much, but I will do my best to tag in as I can. I give you my word. Okay. So I am playing Charlie. I do not believe I entered in pictures of the 2 characters. I didn't. So let's see here. What can I tell you about Charlie? They give you a full modern era investigator sheet. Just a quick rundown. It looks like my con is 70, int 65, size 65, appearance is 75. So I am actually pretty beautiful. Charlie is a nurse. I am a nurse. I am 27 years old. I am from Pierre, South Dakota, it looks like. And what are the things that I'm into? I'm really good at seeing things that aren't there. I'm a great listener. I'm actually pretty decent in a fight. It's not that I like to throw hands. It's just, I don't know, you get enough patients that run amok on you. You get enough emotional people that spree out on you. You grow up in my area of town. You learn to kind of you learn to throw your hands. Of course, I am great at first aid, not really great at medicine. I do have a background in biology and chemistry, which isn't the biggest surprise of the day. And I can be pretty persuasive if you just give me a moment to actually hear my side of the argument. Religious-wise, I just believe in karmic justice. Some people will call me forlorn or whimsical, which I don't personally agree with, but I guess it works. My most meaningful location, there's a park bench across from Alex's old partner. That's my partner. Next to their old apartment, and that's kind of where we first kissed. I guess in addition to being forlorn and whimsical, they should call me, I don't know, not sensitive, but I don't know. I've been with Alex for almost 5 years now. Our relationship is starting to feel pretty strained. Maybe some time away might help patch things up, but, honestly, it doesn't really feel likely. But we're on this trip, and I guess we'll see where it goes. To begin your adventure as Charlie, go to entry number 2. Bzzz. Alex mutters absentmindedly, opening and closing the car's electric window for the 10th time in 2 minutes. You grit your teeth. You only just got back on the road after your truck stopped brake, and Alex has already fiddled with every button within reach. You're left to steer the car and navigate using a ridiculously oversized map. Alex gets bored of the window, sighs, and turns to you. Can you just let me hold the map? No, I can do this just fine, you reply. The two of you have already missed one turn off this trip because Alex lost track of your route. It's really just better if you take care of everything. It's late in the afternoon on a rural back road deep in the Black Hills. The sun is high, but the air is cold. Tall pine trees and rolling valleys stretch as far as you can see in every direction. Crisp autumn air drifts in through Alex's open window. Then you hear the electronic bzzz for a moment. Suddenly it appears again. On and off. On and off. On and off. You bite your tongue and keep silent. Alex turns on the radio. You hear a harsh screech of static as they start scanning through the different frequencies. This is all pointless. You're way out of signal range. The only song you can pick up is a heavily distorted Neil Diamond single. Chat, I can ask Alex to stop, or I can just ignore the sound. First person who chimes in is the direction I'm going to go. Do I ask Alex to stop playing with the goddamn window, or do I just ignore the sound and go to 96? Bucho comes in first. I ignore the sound, and I am going to head over to 96. Okay. You ignore the droning radio and do your best to focus on driving. Alex shifts about in their seat. They fidget. They read out the passing signs, and they make minor small talk. You remember to answer every question with more than a single word. Dr. O'Brien told you both that communication was the most important part of a relationship. I mean, you were skeptical, but Alex seems happier after just a few minutes of conversation. The two of you joke about watching and wandering deer that you might suddenly stagger out in front of your car. It's a weird thing to joke about, but that's us, I guess. At one point, Alex presses their head against your knee and squeezes affectionately. Their head against your knee might have been a much different story for a Chaosium. We're going to try that one more time. That might make a clip. At one point, Alex presses their hand against your knee and squeezes affectionately. You can't help but to smile. Not far now, you say. Good. I can't wait to stretch my legs. You continue deeper into the forest. The little road you're on winds erratically, dipping up and down as it weaves between hills. The sky gets lost in the branches of pine trees. As the evening shadows lengthen, you feel cold seeping in from outside. Jump to 103. The sun gradually sets. Your car's headlights cut into the darkness, revealing the road ahead, just a few feet at a time. Finally, they drift over the front of a cabin, reflecting off two windows on either side of a front door, glaring back at you like watchful eyes. You pull up and park. Finally, Alex sighs, stepping out onto the gravel driveway. You haul yourself out of the seat, you stretch your back, and walk around to the trunk to get your bags. It's cold here. The cold air seizes around you like a vice. You weren't expecting it to be this chilly. Hey, are you hungry? Alex asks while you try to keep from shivering. Make a con roll. Oh, really? That's not what I wanted in my soul right now, but okay. I guess we're doing a con roll, guys. Just so you guys know, my con is a 70. If you can't see from the window here, I rolled a 77. I have failed my con roll. What do you guys think? Take the consequences or burn luck? What do you guys want to see me do? Hey, Nathan. I just saw you populate there in the chat. Sam's here too. Burn it. Okay. Doc says burn the luck. We see your rolls just fine. Oh, Busho said take the consequences, but Doc got there first. Got to be quick. I am going to burn 7 of my 55 luck. Ooh, I should probably write this shit down somewhere, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm smart. Give me a second to do a thing. All right. I can math. I had 55 luck, and I just burned 7. Beautiful. Okay. Doc says I burn the luck. That is exactly what I do to make that roll. Make a con roll. If you fail, tick the touched by the cold on a log sheet. We missed out on that, and that's fine. To say you are hungry, go to 105. To say that you aren't hungry, go to 11. Wow, another decision right now. So, am I hungry? Am I articulating that I'm hungry or not? Just yes or no. First one I see in the chat wins. Doc's on mobiles too. Let's see how long. The bridge is hard lined in. I don't know what it's going to do. Hangry comes Starsky. Okay. To say you are hungry, go to 105. So the question that she asked, or they asked, was, hey, are you hungry? And it looks like I am saying I'm hangry. I jumped to 105. Please. Burgers? Alex smiles. Sure. You drag the bags to the cabin and unlock the door. You stick one hand inside to feel for the light switch, and then you flick it on. Alex peeks inside and nods approvingly. Wow. Super cozy. I've been instructed to go to... Oh, this is a big jump. It wants me to go to 327. All right. Ooh, I just saw some of the art in this super... I hope this entry has nothing to do with the art that I just saw. The cabin isn't very big. Your brother Mark, who owns the place, really exaggerated how luxurious it was. There's only one main room with a double bed, a chest of drawers, and a corner set up to serve as a kitchen. There's no microwave, and both the oven and the stove use gas. You see 2 doors, one leading to the rear of the cabin, while another leads to a tiny bathroom. You just know it's going to be freezing in there. Why is it so cold outside? On the wall opposite the bed is a TV and a VCR unit sitting on top of the cupboard. The whole cabin is lit by muted yellow bulbs. It's not dark, but it's not really quite light either. The sight of the bathroom reminds you that you've just spent several hours driving. You excuse yourself and dart inside. While you're washing your hands, you catch sight of yourself in the mirror. There are bags under your eyes. You stop and you sigh. Weekend getaway? Is this really going to solve all of your and Alex's problems? To feel confident about the weekend, go to 124. If you doubt this vacation will fix your relationship, go to 126. Am I hopeful or doubtful? First in the chat wins. Hopeful, doubtful. Hopeful, doubtful. Oh, doubtful came in. Wow, it's an avalanche of doubtful. Okay. To doubt this relationship or to doubt this vacation will fix your relationship, go to 126. Hey, Zoe, if you could stop chewing on your foot, that'd be great, babe. Thanks. Y'all can thank my Frenchie for that delicious interruption. This cabin sucks. Mark always seems so excited when he talks about it, but really it's kind of a dump. Maybe it feels nicer when you're visiting with someone you love. Oh, God. That's something I just said out loud. You and Alex haven't been close in months. This is just one more failed attempt at reconciliation, and you can just add it to the pile. At least you can look back on it as proof that you really tried fixing things before the inevitable implosion. You stay in the bathroom for a while, glumly staring into the mirror. Minutes crawl past. You don't want to go back out there and face Alex. While you stand, waiting, you notice the bathroom door creak open just a little. Seems like the latch is old. You lean forward and quickly pull the door shut. When you lock it, it stays in place. Eventually, you admit you can't hide away in the bathroom any longer, so you force yourself to walk back out of the bathroom with a fake smile plastered across your face. Oof. Sorry. I've been holding on to that one since we left Pierre. Alex doesn't look up. They just roll their eyes. They're standing in the kitchen now, chopping up vegetables. You cross over to the bed and lie down on it. All your muscles ache from that long drive. They don't actually feel better when you stretch or rest. Alex says nothing. You want to talk to them, but you can't really think of anything to say. What was that Dr. O'Brien said the two of you should do if you were feeling distant? It was you can't remember. Soon enough, Alex serves up dinner. The two of you huddle at the small kitchen table and eat. Alex remains silent. It's difficult to tell what they're thinking. Check, click, occupied on the log sheet. So that's something I'm going to do on my end really fast. I am going to check off occupied. I don't know what that means, but I like it and I'm here for it. Make a psychology roll to gauge how Alex is feeling. Okay. Let's see how this goes, guys. That is a 10 on my psychology. I don't know how much psychology I actually have, though. I have a 16. So a 10 is an extreme success. Amazing. Okay, so we nailed that roll. If you succeed the roll, go to 127. If you fail, go to 129. So 127. Alex is feeling confused. That's the only time they ever really go completely quiet. You watch them pick at their food half-heartedly. They're probably turning things over in their head just like you are. As much as you want to blurt out questions, to talk things through, you actually force yourself to keep silent. Alex actually doesn't like that type of direct conversation. If you start asking questions, you'll probably just annoy them. The best thing you can do is just relax. Focus on doing the things that you enjoy as a couple. It will remind them of how good things can be. That's the best way forward, right? It is hopping me down to 234. So, hey, do you want to watch a movie? You ask. Alex hesitates. You know, the two of you used to fall asleep to movies almost every night when you were first dating. Alex chews on the idea for a moment and then nods. Sure. You take the dishes to the sink and you wash them up while Alex brushes their hair. And when you're done, you head over to the TV unit. It's a relatively cheap model from the late 80s, sitting on top of a dusty VCR player. You switch both on. Then open a cabinet beneath looking for videos. Man, Mark sure likes his scary movies. you say, looking over the titles. 15 different tapes. And you're sure that covers pretty much every major slasher film of the last decade. God, none of these look good. There aren't any comedies? Alex asks from the bathroom. Make a spot hidden roll. Ooh, guys. Not excited about a spot hidden roll right now, but whatever. 48. Hey, Big B Wolf. Actually, Big B Wolf, is that you, Holland? I'm about to go and figure out what I just did with this spot hidden roll. What did I just do? Spot hidden roll. I got a 48. My spot hidden is a 65, so I succeeded, which is a good thing. Hey, guys. Brian Holland, the creator of Alone Against the Static, is currently in chat. Everyone say hi and congratulations on his publication. And also, Holland, this writing is sexy as shit, honey. You did the hell out of this. Congratulations. All right, stop distracting me. I'm supposed to be making a spot hidden roll. If you succeed on the roll, go to 131. Okay. As you are leafing through the tapes, you notice something at the back of the cabinet. You reach inside and pull it out. It's an empty slipcase for a VHS tape. It's flimsy. Someone has scrawled a title on it in black marker pen. The Flowers in the Stream. You incredulously read the name aloud. What's that? Alex asks, coming out of the bathroom. Empty case. We should have stopped at a video store. I think these are all bootlegs. Alex walks over to you. They're smiling. Maybe they did some soul searching in the bathroom too. Is the tape still in the VCR? They ask. You lean over and press the eject button. There's a whirling of mechanical internals, and the unit spits out a tape. Ha ha! Alex says, stepping forward to pull you into a hug. Thank you, Charlie, they say. They rest their head on your shoulder for a second while you stand there holding the tape, sighing. I love you. Click or check Flowers in the Stream on the log sheet. So I'm going to go do that really fast now before I lose it, and then you guys have a decision coming up. Flowers in the Streams. For the record, I am already very uncomfortable with a VHS tape. I hate it. Just, bleh. Okay, guys. I've just hugged Alex. I've told them that I love you. To respond lovingly, or they just said that they love me. To respond lovingly, go to 135. To change the subject, go to 137. So, love or rejection. First one hits the chat wins. Love, reject, love, reject, love, reject. Andy says, go for the love. To respond lovingly, go to 135. You smile at Alex before replying, I love you too. And the two of you stay quiet for a moment afterwards and enjoy the silence. Then you bustle over to the VCR and get everything ready. Before long, the two of you are set up in bed, looking towards the TV, with the tape paused and ready to go. Ready to start? You ask Alex. They nod. Lights, camera, action. Go to 145. 145. I'm really concerned about this, guys. 145. When the film begins, I'm really worried about this, guys. When the film begins, the screen is black. There is a faint music, but no opening credits. Then the screen cuts to blurry footage that was clearly recorded on a handheld camera. Wow, is this one of Mark's home movies? You ask. Alex laughs and reaches for the remote. Oh, I am sorry. Hey, wait a second. That looks familiar, you say, pointing at the TV. Alex hesitates. On screen, you see a wall of tall forest trees. Leaves and pine needles crunch under the feet of whomever's filming. The camera pans across the landscape, creating a blur of greens and browns. Suddenly, you spot Mark's cabin, standing alone in this little clearing. A dull red sedan is parked out front. Hey, that's Julie's car, Alex says. Huh, this must have been after their wedding. The camera is shaky. Wind rushes against the microphone, causing a brief flurry of horrid scraping from the speakers. There's movement near the red car. A woman, Julie, is taking bags from the trunk. She's smiling. Yeah, Alex says. This must be at least 5, 6 years ago? Julie turns as the cabin door opens. Mark steps out, walks over, and takes one of the bags from her. They smile and they exchange unheard words. You sit bolt upright. What the hell? What's wrong? It's only Mark. Yeah, if that's Mark, who the hell is filming? Alex stammers and blinks. On screen, Mark and Julie go inside and close the door behind them. The camera zooms in towards the window. The picture is a grainy blur of colors. You see movement in the cabin. The camera zooms even closer. Then harsh wind picks up the howls through the speakers. The image smashes into a slurry of loud static. White noise booms out of the room. The sound drills into your skull. You feel like your head might explode. Make a note of this entry number. You may need to return to it. That's not what I wanted to read, Brian, but whatever. Making a note. Make a sanity roll. Okay. I have rolled a 37 on my sanity. Charlie's sanity is a 60. I've succeeded on the sanity check. If you fail, lose 1 sanity and check tick unsettled on your log sheet. But we succeeded. But chat, we do need a decision from you guys. White noise has boomed into the room. The sound is drilling into my skull. I feel like my head might explode. To cover my ears, go to 154. To scramble for the dial and turn it down, go to 158. Ears or dial. First wins gets it. Ears or dial. Ears or dials. I see dial. I see dial. I see dial. We're going to go with dials. We're going to go with dial. Okay. Max or Andy, I'm sorry what it is. I have the PDF in front of me, so I can't really see the chat the entire time. So the last entry that I'm looking at right now for that one was 145, if that helps. I don't know how long ago you asked that question. To scramble for the dial, that looks like that's what chat wanted. Hey, Chantel! Happy festival! Okay. It looks like we're going to turn the dial down, guys. That wants me to turn to 158. God, this art is really staggering. And don't worry, I clipped a bunch of it for you. Just as soon as it's ready, I'll show it to you guys. Okay. You dart from the bed, grimacing at the ear-splitting noise. You switch the dial and kill the TV. Alex is sitting on the bed with their hands clamped over the ears like a dope. Sorry, it's only a remote for the VCR. There's no volume control. What the hell was that? You ask angrily. Alex shrugs. I don't know. Mark and Julie came out here with someone else? Alex laughs. I don't really want to think about what your brother and his wife must get up to when they're out here. You roll your eyes. That was creepy. It was like a peeping Tom. Well, we know it's not. Alex gestures to the TV cabinet. Why would Mark and Julie still have the tape? If broken heart is checked on your log sheet, you cannot stay calm. You must go to 160. I do not have broken heart on my log sheet. So chat, you have a choice. I can get frustrated with Alex and go to 160. I can stay calm and go to 174. Frustrated or calm? Frustrated or calm? First up wins. Frustrated or calm? Stay calm. William got it. Got it. Stay calm. Go to 174. Okay. You shake your head and you take a deep breath. You're right. You're right. It's stupid. Let's just forget about whatever the hell that was. You're right. It's stupid. You still want to watch a movie? Alex asks. Sure, whatever's fine. One of those schlocky films, flicks, whatever you say. Alex gets up. My pick? Yeah, your pick. Alex smiles and looks over the tapes in the cabinet. Oh, this is a good one. You lean forward and look at the tape that has a guy wearing a pumpkin on his head, and on the cover, I think even you'll like it, babe. Yeah, you know what? Somehow I doubt it. You smile. No, seriously, Alex says, and slips the tape from his case. It's about this guy who's a writer, and he drives up to this secluded town in Maine, right? Alex hits eject on the VCR. And anyways, when the TV set blares to life, it bellows static through the cabin. Thunderous scraping and coughing bounces off of the walls. You thrash and cover your ears. Alex is swearing, but you can barely even hear it. The TV falls silent. And with it, all of the lights in the cabin go dark. The power's out. Go to 193. Alex, you ask the darkness. Yeah. What was that? I think the power's out. You hear scrambling in the darkness as Alex shuffles along the floor, one hand touching the wall. They flick the light switch several times. I thought this place was on solar power. Well, that's what they said. I don't know. Maybe something is broken. Do you think there's a backup? No idea. I guess we'll need to go in town tomorrow and call Mark and ask him. Great. You press your fists against your brow. That's just great. Your heart is still racing from that last burst of noise. You take your hands away from your face, but it doesn't get any lighter. It's pitch black in this cabin. You feel anxiety starting to build in your chest. If either broken heart or blame game is checked or ticked on the log sheet, you cannot lean on Alex for support. I do not have broken heart or blame game checked. So, chat, you have an option. To lean on Alex for support, I can go to 205. To give up and go to sleep, I can go to 207. Your options are support or sleep. Who gets it first? Support or sleep? Who gets it first? Sleep. All right, we're coming in. To give up and go to sleep, go to 207. You thump your pillow, settle into it, and try to get comfortable so you can go to sleep. Alex heads back over to the bed, hesitates. That's great. And then crawls in. Babe? Alex says. What? Are you going to sleep? What else am I supposed to do? The power is out and we're in the middle of the woods. Okay, sorry. The bed frame creaks as Alex rolls over and faces away from you. We should be able to fix the TV situation tomorrow. I don't care. Let's just get some sleep. Okay. Alex's voice trails off. Neither of you say anything else. Alex doesn't stay awake long. You hear their breathing slow quickly and fade into the gentle rumble of sleep. For you, sleep comes much later. The creaking of pines, the howl of cold wind, and other strange, indescribable sounds echo through the black hills around you. The anxiety in your chest burns as you lie silently in the dark. It's a relief when you finally fall asleep. Click, check. I think this is pronounced Nyctophobe. It's Nyctophobe. I think it's nyctophobe on the log sheet. So I'm going to go do that really fast before I lose it. Nyctophobe, I think that is. If someone loves me, go ahead and throw Google into the chat and let me know what the definition of what a nyctophobe is, because I really don't know. And then go to entry 34. And I'm waiting on nyctophobe. Fear of the dark. Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay, thanks, Andy. So nyctophobe, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is fear of the dark. Got it. Okay. Entry 34. When you wake up in the morning, you are alone. You stir in bed and you sit up. Babe? There's no answer. The only sound is the wind outside, carrying with it a gentle morning bird song. You get up, you cross into the kitchen. There's a note taped to the chunky refrigerator, which is written in a familiar handwriting. Sorry again. I just want this weekend to be special. Gone to town to get help fixing power. Be back ASAP. Love you. You set the note down. Looks like you have a few hours to yourself. To go eat some breakfast, go to 35. To go for a brisk walk, 37. Chat, breakfast or walk? Andy, for what I'm seeing, you're doing great. So you enjoy your whole life. Thank you for being here. Breakfast or walk, guys? Which guys you want me to do? Ooh, Bucho came in with breakfast and so did Sam. Okay, beautiful. We're going to breakfast. Breakfast is 35. You scrounge up some bacon and eggs. The spit and splutter of cooking fat fills the kitchen. The leaden quiet out here is unsettling. More than once, you make to turn the radio on before remembering that it won't work because the power is out. You poke your eggs idly with a spatula and slowly run your eyes across the room. They land on the dormant television set. Your heartbeat quickens. You frown. It's embarrassing, really, how much that stupid videotape affected you. You roll your eyes, you turn off the gas. You eat your hearty breakfast in silence. Once you're done and have washed the dishes, you realize you've got nothing else to do, so decide to go for a walk. To leave right away, 36. To wait a few minutes in case your partner returns, 41. Go, stay. Those are your options, chat. Go or stay. Go or stay. First gets it. Go for this walk now. Wait for the partner to come in. Go or stay. Go or stay. I am hearing go. Ooh, that's a strong go from Rena. Bucha. Wow. Estro, Johnny, and Skip. Looks like we're going for this walk right now. Y'all trying to get me killed, but whatever. To leave right away, go to 36. Outside, the air is fresh, and the sun is warm, and the sky is mostly clear. You fill your lungs with the scent of moist soil and pine trees. You take a few steps forward and peer down the driveway. It weaves away into the woods. The trees are so thick here, you'd probably have a better chance listening out for cars than looking for them. You turn and head down a walking trail just by the cabin. The earth has been worn smooth by the hiking shoes of innumerable visiting families. To slowly get more excited about this vacation, go to 39. To grow even more anxious, go to 40. Excited or anxious, chat are your choices. Doom. Excited or anxious? Oh, anxious. Good call coming from Bucho. To grow even more anxious, go to 40. Ooh, this is a good time. Hold on. A forest walk. This is a handout that I can show you guys. Hold on. By the way, the art in here is absolutely stunning. Check out that. The style of the art is absolutely stunning. That is a forest walk. All right. Pulling that down. To feel more anxious, go to 40. Got it. You feel a gentle flutter in your chest as you go. You wonder about the day before, about the long drive, about your relationship, and then you start thinking about that goddamn howling television static. You fold your arms and you continue walking. It's so hard to keep that image out of your head. You keep your eyes on the trail and force yourself to focus on the now. Focus on the now, focus on the now, focus on the now. That's the best advice you've received. Focus on the now. On the left, you hear running water. To investigate the sound, go to 44. To stick to the trail, go to 49. I am going to go water or trail. Investigate the water, stay on the trail. Chat, what do you want me to do? Charlie's for sure going to die. Death comes for us all. Water or trail? Water or trail? Water. I see water coming in hot. To investigate the sound, go to 44. You step off the trail and slide through the forest towards the sound of running water. The ground is uneven, so you steady yourself on the trunks of nearby pines as you go. You walk for a little while until the sound of the water gets louder. You crest a small ridge and discover a bubbling stream just on the other side. The water is rushing downhill fast, headed south. It's clear and it's fresh, and that trickling sound is just melodic. If flowers in the stream, oh shit. If flowers in the stream is checked, it is on your log sheet. This place reminds you of something, and you must go to 48. Y'all done got my investigator killed. It's fine. You flinch. The black marker label on the videotape that played just before the TV blew up jumps into your mind. The flowers in the stream. The flowers in the stream. The flowers in the stream. Looking at this stream, the flowers at its bank and the leaves drifting down its current, the memory of screeching static rings in your ears. You lift your eyes from the water and you look around you, and there's nothing unusual here, right? Just the trail at your back and the lovely pines all along the length of the water. You are alone. Go to 49. You know what? It's time to keep walking. You refocus your mind and head determinedly down the trail, farther down the black hills and deeper into the forest. It's a pleasant hike. Sunlight filters through the pine branches and casts up dancing shadows all about you in the cold morning air. Cool morning air. After a half hour or so, you feel nature calling and step behind a tree. You are fumbling with your clothes when you spot something. Ahead, off of the trail and nestled in a narrow valley, is a dilapidated wooden shed. You guys know where this is, or know where this is going. To investigate the shed, go to 56. To ignore the shed, 79. Your options are investigate or ignore. Investigate or more. Oh, RP Imaginings, thank you so much for the subscription, babe. Oh, they're coming out in all caps. I am seeing investigate in all caps. I'm seeing shed. I'm seeing investigate in all caps. Shed, go in. Good cause. All right, y'all are like, Bridget's going to get into bed early tonight. Y'all trying to get my poor character killed. To investigate the shed, go to 56. You step through the small clearing where the shed leans lopsided against a rocky, moss-ridden mountain wall. It's not large, maybe the size of Mark and Julie's cabin. It's made entirely of wood. A rotting piece of pine serves as a makeshift door that's just only hanging on by the frame. The place looks like no one has lived here in years. You step closer to the shed and put your hand against the door. It swings in slowly and easily. The shed is dark inside. You see the faint, shadowy blotches of furniture hidden in the gloom. If God All right. If nyctophobe is ticked on a log sheet, which thank you, Andy, for defining that for me. That is fear of the darkness. That is checked on my sheet. The darkness makes you nervous. Go to 80. It's dark in there. It's really dark in there. If your partner were here, you know they'd make fun of you for being a little scared of the dark. But you know what of it though? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being afraid of the dark? I mean, so you're scared of the dark. Well, this little shed is dark. You don't want to go inside. Is that so bad? Make a sanity roll. Oh, that was a great placement of a sanity roll, Holland. I have rolled a 66 on my sanity. My character's sanity is a 60. I have failed my sanity check. If you succeed, go to 82. If you fail, go to 81. You consider entering that shed for just a moment, but shiver a little at the thought of being trapped in a tiny, dark shed. God damn it! You mutter to the fourth. If only your partner had fixed the damn power already. You can't bring yourself to enter the shed. You turn away from it and you go back to the walking trail. You continue your hike for about half an hour, and then you just decide to return back home. Make note of this entry. You may need to return to it. Lose one sanity. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ouch. Okay. Go to 84. You crest the rise that leads back to the cabin. The sun is high in the sky. It's late morning, soon to be afternoon. You sigh. There is no sign of the car, and therefore you're probably still without power or your partner for now. You head inside. Everything is well lit by the late morning glow. You change out of your walking clothes, leave them on the bed, and then head to the bathroom to shower. If occupied is checked on your log sheet, you remember a minor detail and must go to 86. I don't think I have occupied checked. I damn sure do have occupied checked. If occupied is checked or ticked on the log sheet, you remember a minor detail and you must go to 86. I'm on my way to 86. You close the door behind you and turn on the shower faucet. Water cascades into the waiting tub below, filling the room with a constant loud drizzle that is almost reminiscent, of that white noise. The pressure is lousy without power to pump, but gravity does most of the work. Thank God the water heater is gas powered. You pause, remembering that the bathroom door doesn't keep itself shut. You push it closed harder and put the latch on to secure it in place. You step into the shower and wash the morning hike away. To stay for a while and enjoy the soak, go to 90. To shower quickly, go to 92. Your options, chat, are enjoy or go. Enjoy or go. Enjoy the shower? Okay. Butcher looks like we're going to enjoy the shower a little bit. Oh, always enjoy. Always enjoy. You guys coming in strong with the enjoys. Okay. To stay for a while and enjoy the soak, go to 90. Oh, there is a shower photo or image, which I find very uncomfortable. So I want you guys to just be uncomfortable with me and enjoy that gorgeous piece of art. 90. The water is warm, cleansing, and healing. You love the feeling of it running over your skin. You swear the water even smells different to the water back in the city. You stay in the shower until you're completely relaxed and ready to face the afternoon with a smile. Oh, heal 1 hit point. I don't have any hit points. And restore 1d4 luck points. Hey, thank you guys so much for the enjoying the shower. That is dope. I will take my damn luck points that I used. Uh, my luck is back up. All right, I got 3 of my luck back when I was down by 7, so 48 luck. Thank you guys so much for that. Yes, I appreciate that. That shower was lovely. This is good. So I have healed 1 hit point. I didn't have any damage, so I'm okay there. I restored 1d4 luck points, and I am ready to face the afternoon with a smile. Thanks for that, guys. Treat yourself. 92. You get out of the shower and dry off. You step back into the cabin and decide to get dressed. Ooh, this is interesting. To put on jeans and a t-shirt, check or tick practical on the log sheet. To put on warm, soft track pants and a sweater, check or tick comfortable on the log sheet. Either option, go to 93. Am I going practical or comfortable? Chat decides. Stay naked. Ooh, okay. William came in fast. We're doing comfortable. Okay. To put on warm, soft track pants and a sweater, check, tick, comfortable on your log sheet. Okay. I am doing comfortable on my log sheet now. Got it. Okay. And then it says either option, go to 93. Got it. Freshly dressed, you feel renewed. Now, what to do with the afternoon while you wait for your partner to return? Hopefully they have a solution to this power problem. To make some food, go to 94. To search for flashlights and batteries so you have light for when it gets dark, go to 95. To try to restore the power yourself, go to 368. Your options, chat. Food, lights, power. Food, lights, power. What are we doing? To go make lunch is food. To go get lights and batteries for tonight is lights, or power. I try to go fix the power myself. I'm seeing batteries and power. Okay, so the first one I saw was batteries from Merchant. Okay, batteries. It looks like you're probably telling me to do the 95 one. Okay, to search for flashlights and batteries so you have light for when it gets dark, go to 95. You know there was a heavy duty flashlight in the car, but it's gone now. What do you have here in the cabin? Right now, when the sun goes down, you'll be left in the dark. Make a spot hidden roll. Y'all send thoughts and prayers to this one. All right, spot hidden. Ooh, woof, woof, woof. I have rolled a 97, which I already know is a failure, over my 65. I can burn a shit ton of luck. I don't know if push rolls are a thing in this game. If I had read the getting started section thoroughly, maybe I would have a better idea, but I was too excited to hop into the content. Hold on, let me look. Making roll, pushing rolls. If you fail a roll, you can either spend luck or push the roll to succeed. Da 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 da. If you don't want to push a roll, you can da 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 da. But the question is, like, if I fail the push roll, how does that work in a game like this? I guess it's just, oh, wait, people are smarter than me. Brian already wrote this shit into the content. If you fail but wish to push the roll, it's written right in front of me, you may roll a second time at the risk of an unfortunate accident. So what do you guys want me to do? Oh, I saw push it real good. Yeah, more than a 50, so it wasn't a fumble. Thank the Lord on that one. You can't push unless it gives you the option. Thank you so much, Holly. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all trying to get my damn character killed. Okay. Make a spot hidden roll. I've rolled a 97. I am going to choose to push the roll. What am I going to do aesthetically to push the roll? You know what I'm going to do? Is I am going to systematically go through this house, starting at the front door, and just do a very careful sweep. There has to be another flashlight here, right? There has to be. Or some batteries. There's going to be some other form of external illumination. So I'm going to actually just, instead of like casually opening up drawers, I'm going to spend the time to actually piece by piece go through this. All right, guys, y'all can still see my dice roller. Here is my push roll. I am trying to roll under a... Shit, guys, I'm trying to roll under a 65. How'd I do? Y'all got me stressed out on a damn solo adventure. I have succeeded on my push roll. It looks like I'm going to be going to entry number 97. Chat, y'all got to stop stressing me out like this. My palms are wet and everything. Okay, 97. In the cupboard beneath the sink, you find a little plastic container with a mini flashlight in it. You switch it on. It works, but the beam is weak. The batteries are probably dying. You look for spares in the pantry, the bathroom, and in the bedside tables. Eventually, your gaze settles on that TV cabinet. You cross the cabin to the television and perch on your knees in front of it. You open the cabinet and scan over the videotapes. You move some of them aside to look deeper into the cabinet. In the dark, right at the back, you find a blister pack of batteries. They must be kept here for the remote control, but they fit the flashlight just fine. Jackpot. You swap the batteries out, the beam becomes much stronger. Click, tick, fully charged on my log sheet. Give me just a quick second, guys, to do that. Click, tick, fully charged. Got it on my log sheet. Done. If well fed is checked on your log sheet, you're bored and you must go to 108. To cook some food, go to 94. So let me see if I don't think well fed is on my list, guys. I don't think I've had that checked yet. I don't. So if well fed is checked, tick on a log sheet, you're bored, you go to eat. To cook some food, go to 94. I've been eating well today, guys. We had bacon and eggs earlier. This is a good day for food. We're all right. We out here. We're kicking it. Okay. You head to the kitchenette. You're so glad that the fridge and stove are powered by gas. You cook up a meal and enjoy it alone, just like you did for breakfast in the little dining table. Oh, now I have to check well fed, which makes sense. I've been eating well today. No, not well rested. Well fed. Okay. Oh, if survivalist is checked on your log sheet, which I don't believe it is. No, I don't have survivalist yet. If survivalist is checked on your log sheet, your stomach growls and you must go to 102. Ooh. To eat and enjoy the food, go to 106. To pick at the plate unenthusiastically and worry about your situation, go to 107. Chat, do I enjoy the food or do I pick at the plate? Wow, y'all are all terrible people. It looks like we're picking at the plate. All right, that's fine. Whatever. To pick at the plate unenthusiastically and worry about your situation, go to 107. The woods are lonely, dark, and deep. You are here alone in a cabin with no power, kidding yourself that everything will be fine. So long as the sun remains up, you're able to keep yourself fooled. But you know that with every passing minute, that sun is edging closer and closer to the horizon line, racing to leave you in darkness. Make a note of this entry number. You may need to return to it. Oh, I'm getting real frustrated with these. Brian is stressing me out. Make a sanity roll. If you fail, lose 1 sanity. Here's my dice roller coming at you guys again. Oh, shit. I rolled a 66. I'm pretty sure my sanity is 65. Nope. I failed that one like a boss. Thanks so much, chat. Y'all are the true MVPs. I lose a point of sanity as I think about my impending darkness and solitude in this cabin. If fully charged or running on empty is checked on my log sheet, you're bored and you must go to 108. I don't think I have fully charged or running on empty. I have fully charged. If fully charged is checked on the log sheet, you're bored and you must go to 108. You can't think of anything else to do in this cabin, and restlessness is creeping in. For a while, you lie on the sofa and read an old beat-up paperback from the shelf in the corner. You think it's pretty good, but a little flowery and probably overwritten. Not to mention how grating prose written in the second person can be. Make a listen roll. Y'all out here with these damn rolls. I'm so stressed out about rolls. Oh, 15. I'm going to assume that succeeds. Let me not assume anything. Let me look at my character sheet. Listen is a 60. I got it. If you succeed, go to 110. You hear footsteps outside. They crunch on the gravel driveway. You sit up. You didn't hear a car approach. You stand up nervously and creep over across to the window. A balding, middle-aged man is just standing on the outside of the front door. He's dressed in a thick winter coat and has his hands in his pockets. You don't recognize him. He lifts his hand to the cabin door and knocks. Chat. To pretend that nobody's home and wait for the stranger to leave, go to 140. To answer the door, go to 121. Is he cute? These are things we need to know. Armorchin, I'm not open. Of course, Rena out here choosing violence every day. To answer the door, go to 121. Oh, should I show that picture? I don't know if I should show that picture. I'm going to show that picture. Y'all can be stressed out with me. Babe, I don't think he's cute based on this art. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to make it past the next handful of entries. Okay. Where was I supposed to go? 121? You cross to the door, unlatch it, and pull it open. Hello? The stranger looks you up and down. His face devoid of an expression. Hello, he says. He isn't smiling. He looks past your shoulder and into the cabin. Julie home? Julie, that's Mark's wife. Why is he asking about my brother's wife? To ask who the strange man is, go to 114. To tell him Julie isn't here, go to 122. Chat. To ask who the strange man is, or to just tell him Julie isn't here. Julie who? Maybe it's her swing guy, maybe not. Julie's not here? Okay, it looks like we're doing Julie's not here. I jumped to 122. Julie isn't here. We're just staying at the cabin. Are you sure? I'm very sure, you say. Can I take a message? What about Mark? He asks. Is Mark here? I could speak to Mark. Have you seen him? To ask about the stranger, go to 116. To tell him Mark isn't here, go to 123. To tell this guy to go, 117. Chat. To ask about the stranger, to tell him Mark isn't here, or to tell him to go. Is how I feel too, babe. No Mark. Okay. All right. You came in first with no Mark. To tell him that Mark isn't here, go to 123. No, Mark isn't here either. Oh. He looks down. And then he looks back up and stares at you. Several seconds pass. Can I help you with anything else? Where are they? He asks. What's your name? I'll tell them you stopped by. He keeps staring at you. To ask a stranger to leave, go to 117. To shut the door in his face, go to 128. To ask a stranger to leave, go to 117. To shut the door in his face, go to 128. Shut the door. Okay, you came in first. Shut the door. 128. Okay. You say slowly and narrow your eyes. Thanks. He stares unfaltering as you shut the door in his face. You worry. You honestly do worry for a moment that he might stick his foot in the way, but he doesn't. Oh, thank God he doesn't. You lock the door. To go back to reading, go to 139. To loiter by the door to see if he leaves, go to 140. Do I go Do I go back to the book, or do I stay here at the door and verify that he leaves? Hide under the bed is actually the best option ever, or in the bathroom, or run. Loiter at the door wins. To loiter at the door and to see if he leaves, go to 140. You wait a few moments. And there you hear him step away from the door. Oh, you move to the window to look out. You see him leaving. He doesn't head down the driveway, though. He takes the trail that leads into the forest. The same trail that you went walking on earlier. To follow the stranger, go to 138. To close the door and make sure it's locked, go to 120. Is RQ Staffing in the building? RQ Staffing. RQ Staffing. Yeah, Williams like choose violence at all times. All right, guys. RQ, I don't know why your entry didn't work. Give me just a quick second to see. Oh, the timer expired. I didn't know how long this game was going to go. So RQ to Staffin, I actually entered into this drawing as well. So if it pulls up Symphony's name when we do the raffle at the end, I'll just give you the book. I literally have it. I was just entering in myself to test it out. Okay, so William chose violence, and he wants me to follow the stranger, which is going to jump me to 138. You step out of the cabin and watch as the stranger strides down the forest trail. You follow him, crunching along the same stones you trod on earlier this morning. You can't help but to feel like what you're doing right now is dangerous. To go back to the cabin and lock the doors, 120. To pursue him deeper into the forest, go to 141. I already know y'all are gonna say to pursue him back into the forest. Y'all not about to let me go back home. Just go ahead and say pursue, and I can move on with my day. I already know y'all gonna do it to me. Of course, deeper. Of course, I already do. Yeah. You have to tee that one up for y'all. You hurry after the stranger. You follow behind him through the woods. You're not far away, but he doesn't seem to pay attention to you. Oh, God. You can creep after the stranger or decide to follow him openly. To creep after him, make a stealth roll. If comfortable is checked or ticked, which it is on a log sheet, make this roll with a bonus die. Nice. Oh, that's nice how that came by. If you succeed, if you fail, blah, blah, blah. If you fail, da, da, da. So it looks like if you creep after him. Okay, so I understand the entry now. Do you guys want me to creep after him, or do you want me to openly creep? Already did it. All right, good, we got it. To creep after the stranger and decide to follow him. Okay, to creep after him, make a stealth roll. All right, here's my dice bot. 17 has to be a success, but I'm not going to make any assumptions. My stealth is a 30. 17 is a success. So we're good to go there. Oh, but you know what? For the record, I'm just going to, because the rules call for it, because we are comfortable, because William told me to choose the one outfit, it gives me a bonus die, so I'm just going to roll it for the absolute hell of it anyways. So it was a 67 and a 17. We're good to go with the 17. That is a success that I needed. So we're good to go there. If you succeed, go to 144. So we are stealthily creeping behind this guy. You stoop down and begin to step carefully, avoiding sticks and branches to silence your pursuit. The man gets a little further in front, but you don't lose sight of him. After a few moments, he hesitates. You bob down low. The stranger looks about over his shoulders and then steps off the forest trail and walks deeper into the woods. Chat. To continue following him, go to 155. To turn back. I know. I feel the same way, babe. To turn back, go to 163. Do I follow? Or do I go back home? Booch says follow that hoe. To continue following him, go to 155. That art, Jesus. I didn't deserve to walk into that right now in this moment. The night keeps getting darker. Where is our partner? You follow the stranger between shadowy pine trees. The forest floor quietly crunches beneath your feet. He still hasn't seen you. He leads you down the side of the Black Hills into a narrow valley where the forest floor plateaus and pine-coated ridges rise all around you in all directions. The sun is slowly starting to dip below the lip of the horizon, and the shadows around you lengthen. Guys, it's asking us again, do we continue following or we go back home? I already know what you guys are going to say, so I'm just going to go to that entry now, but I will wait to see it in chat. Do I continue? We've gone this far. In for the penny. 164. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this one. This is Moonlight Woods. Look, Run for Home is what I should be doing. Or not the cabin, but actually home. This is the Moonlight Woods, guys. Look how stunning that art is. Like, the art in this one put their foot into it. The hell with me. I lost whatever entry I was going for. To head back to the cabin, 156. To continue following, going to 164. Okay. You continue to follow. The sun sets and it grows dark. Finally, the stranger walks into a small clearing. In the center, there is a mound of freshly turned earth. You watch from the tree line. He stands in the middle of the clearing, hidden by long shadows. His hands hang by his side. You shouldn't have come here, he says. You seize up. The man turns slowly and looks at you. You're not supposed to be here. To ask him what that means, go to 172. To tell him that you are sorry, you will leave, and to go to 165. To ask him what that means, go to 172. To tell him that you're sorry, you'll leave, go to 165. Chat, what are you guys saying? Do I confront him or do I run? Because Bridgett wants to run. But it's your game. It's too late. Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay. To ask him what it means, go to 172. What are you talking about? You ask. You spin your head from side to side, taking in the scene before you. What is this place? The stranger looks back to you wordlessly. Well, you look past him at the mound of overturned earth. And what the hell is that? He stares. And you stare back. Then he opens his mouth, opens it wide. The teeth at the back of his throat are black. He sticks his tongue out. It's broad and flat. He screams. And when he screams, he bellows. The sound is harrowing. It is not a regular scream. It is the howling cacophony that warps, merges, and becomes a withering static that racks through your brain impossibly loud. Make a sanity check. I just narrowly made that. If you succeed, go to 173. You clamp your hands over your ears. You wince. You can feel the static in your head. Blood drips from inside of your ears, pooling into the palms of your hand. Whatever this is, it is horrendous, confounding, and somehow tempting. It's like there's a voice hidden in the static, a voice that you cannot quite hear. Make note of this entry. You may need to return to it. Take 1 damage. Not 11 damage, just 1, Bridgett. Take 1 damage. To try and run, go to 167. To remove your hands from your ears for just a moment so you can hear what that voice is saying, go to 175. Do I run? Run came out first. Remove your hands, it's really terrible, but I see Max going with run first. I know. Bridgett kind of wanted to hear the voice too. It does say to try and run. Go to 167. 167. No. You stumble away, clutching at your head, and you make for the tree line. A terrible, sharp pain blossoms in the base of your skull. Fuck. It makes your vision blur. You reach the trees and stagger blindly into the woods. Make a navigate roll. Ooh, that 21 might make it, guys. Guys, that 21 might make it. My navigate is a 20. Chat, you guys want me to fail this, or you want me to burn this 1 point of luck to make it? Your call. I can fail it. Burn the luck. Just got some of that luck back. Good for me. I will burn 1 point of luck to make this roll. If you succeed, go to 168. Hands still clamped around your head. You run as fast as you can for safety. You can feel blood leaking from your ears, pooling into your hands as you go. You dash past trees. You jump over logs. You duck under branches. Acting totally on instinct, you manage to pick out the path you took to follow it back. It takes longer than you expected, but you finally find your way back to the forest trail and back to Mark's cabin. It stands serenely in the dark. There's still no car in the driveway. Go to 170. You make it into the cabin and you slam the door shut. Once you're sure it's locked, you slide down the wall and you sit, head cradled in your hands. You're shaking. That was awful. Utterly, unspeakably awful. Now what? What the heck are you meant to do? Seconds drag by, then minutes, then hours. You stay hidden in the cabin. You prowl through, peeking out every now and again, but there's no sign of your partner. There's no sign of danger either. You think about making a break for it into the woods, but you know the stranger is probably just outside watching, waiting for you to try. You feel so lost. And then suddenly the television turns on. Maybe the power's back. To start turning on lights, go to 184. To inspect the television, go to 185. Just tell me to go to the TV so I can have a good day, guys. I'll wait for it in chat. I already know you're going to, yep, inspect the TV. Yeah, I know, baby. Yep. To inspect the television, go to 185. This is such a good game. You hurry over to the television. You hit the power button. Nothing changes. The screen remains tuned to the VCR, displaying slightly illuminated black. Go to 186. It's quiet. The VCR is purring. The TV is dim. No, All right, guys, brace yourselves. Depending on your choices, you may return to this entry several times. Select an option you have not already chosen. If quiet in the evening is checked on your sheet, you must go to 187. I don't believe I have quiet in the evening checked. I don't. Or if the couple who came to the cabin is checked, go to 196. I don't think I have couple that came to the cabin. I don't. Oh, shit. To play the tape from last night, go to 208. To leave the TV alone, go to 223. It says I might come back to this entry multiple times. Let me make note of that. Y'all want me to go ahead and play with the television? Yep. Yeah, I already see William. Oh, yep. Y'all are like, yep, violence. Play the tape. All right. Y'all care nothing about my poor investigator. To play the tape from last night, go to 208. That tape from last night is still sitting in the little cabinet. Call it morbid curiosity, or Symphony's chat going ham, or just a desire to understand what's going on. You take up the tape, you slide it into the VCR. You turn the volume all the way down. You can't do a repeat of last night with the speaker blasting static. You press play. The tape begins from where it left off from the night before. Static. Thunderous. White noise. Muted by your fingers on the volume dial. Then, the tracking on the tape flickers. Jagged white and silver lines horizontal across the tape. It looks like the tape had more footage to show when you turned it off last night. Oh boy. Click familiar face on the log sheet. That's not going to come back and hurt us at any point, I'm sure. Nope, come here. Give me, nope, highlight. Familiar face. Come here. Thank you. To adjust the tracking on the tape using the VCR controls, go to 222. To let the tape play on, go to 209. Are we going to adjust? Yeah, I think a scream is coming too. Are we going to adjust the tracking on the tape or let the tape play on? Rena says play on. 209. You ignore the tracking, assuming it will fix itself. The white noise vanishes from the screen. It's replaced by an image of a clearing in a forest. Someone is adjusting the camera, presumably setting it on maybe a tripod. The figure finally steps into view. It's just some guy. He's wearing a fluorescent hunting jacket and a beanie. He stands back and he looks at the camera. He smiles and turns towards the clearing. After nodding contentedly, the figure... hold on, I missed a line, sorry. And turns to the clearing. He has set up a little campfire and a tiny 2-man tent. After nodding contentedly, the figure squats by the fire, snapping sticks in half and tossing them into the flames while looking into the camera. His lips are moving. To adjust the volume to figure out if you can hear what he's saying, go to 210. To continue with the tape muted, go to 217. That is very weird. Okay. Andy, birthday Andy says, adjust the volume. 210. You turn the volume dial and his words become clear. Out 5 days now, I think. He comes up and around at the pines. He looks up and around at the pines on the edge of the clearing. It's beautiful. I'm expecting my friends any day now. The man stands up, looking down at the fire. Flames are keeping me warm, keeping me prepared. He looks to the camera again, and then gestures to his tent. It gets cold at night. I think soon, though, that won't matter. He he moves into the tent and unzips it. He sticks his head and arms in and forages around for a few moments. He comes out of the tent holding a manila folder, the kind you see people store documents in at offices. He walks back to the camera and then takes a seat in front of it. The frame is tight around his face. The figure looks directly into the lens, directly at you. He says something, but it's too soft to hear. To rewind the tape and turn up the volume, go to 213. To let the tape keep running, go to 211. To rewind the tape. Yep, I saw that one coming too. 213. What did he say? You need to know what he says. You rewind the tape and you turn the volume up. It's uncomfortably loud. You press play. You see the man again walk towards the camera and take a seat in front of it. He's so close you can hear his breathing. He looks directly down the lens, directly at you. This is the blessing of the child, he whispers. Now that he is up close, you notice something weird about his eyes. He has a little series of pustules sprouting out and around the rim of his eyelid, almost directly in the same spot where his eyelashes grow. They vary in size but look sore, yellow, and wet. If veterinarian is checked on your log sheet, you remember a similar ailment, you must go to 122. If not, go to 215. I do not have veterinarian checked on my sheet. The man holds up the folder and he smiles. Everything here, just as yesterday. Everything I wrote down after that first dream. He puts the folder in his lap, out of sight, and looks down. You hear the folder open. You can hear paper rustling. I'll read it again, he says. Words that came to me in my sleep. He smiles at the camera, proud, and gestures to the clearing behind him. This exact spot, I saw it every night, every single night. He's giddy now. He looks down at the papers and he begins to read. It comes in the face of those it has taken, those that it brought into the fold. By the light of the sun, it is hidden, clad in the skin of the familiar. He clears his throat and continues. By night it walks free, a student of the earth, a venom and cure of the forest. Drawing from deep in the soil, these black hills are its flesh today. Every tree its hair. Its followers are those dictated by the rule of time. Mikhail, Homer, Olivia, Darcy. He pauses here and he points excitedly at the paper. That's me, he adds, and then goes on reading. Marcus, Charlie, Alex, Rachel, Isaac. Darcy pauses. He looks directly at the camera. Charlie? He asks. Alex? He leans in close to the camera. The entire screen is now just his eye, ridden with these pustules. Are you coming home? The screen smashes into white noise and the room fills with crackling static. Make a sanity roll. That is a 52 on my sanity roll, which is a success. If you succeed, go to 214. Right? Yeah, if you succeed, go to 214. Ooh, I just failed mine too, babe. You shove your fingers in your ears and smack the top or the stop VCR button with your elbow. The cabin falls silent again. The television set sits there, glowing quietly. You remove your hands from your ears, but your heart is still thundering in your chest. His words, how did he know those names? How does he know your name? How did he know you? Go to 186. Oh, I believe I did art for this one. There you go. There's Darcy on the recording. It's quiet. The VCR is purring. The TV is dim. Depending on your choices, you may return to this entry several times. Okay. So if quiet in the evening, which I don't believe I have, I'm double checking now. I don't. Or if the couple who came to the cabin, I don't. To play the tape from last night. If you get stuck in this terrible loop, that'd be the worst thing ever. To play the tape from last night, this is the same tape again, go to 208. To leave the TV alone, go to 223. I'm going to override chat, and I'm just going to leave the TV alone. We're going to leave the TV alone. We're going to send thoughts and prayers to it. Unless Holland jumps in and says I should be doing something else. I'm going to hop to 223. You turn away from the television and cross over to the bed. You sit down and try to avoid looking at it. You can hear it humming ever so softly. Guys, why hasn't our partner come back home yet? Where are they? To head to sleep, go to 255. To step out onto the porch and look around one last time for the return of your partner, go to 224. We going to sleep, or we're going to step outside one more time and hope to see them coming down the drive. Okay, we step out. You follow your flashlight beam to the cabin door and open it. It's dark and cold outside. The wind drifts past the clearing in front of the cabin, down the driveway to the road hidden by the forest. You shine the flashlight left. There's no sign of your partner. You are obviously being optimistic. You shine the flashlight right. Hell, if there were any cars out here, you'd hear them a mile out. Make a listen roll. Ooh, that's probably an extreme success on my listen roll. I rolled a 4. If you succeed, go to 225. You hear rapidly approaching footsteps. They're getting closer fast. You spin about and you raise your flashlight. It falls on the shadow of a man running in your direction from the tree line. Your eyes widen as you make him out. Middle-aged, large jacket, face set into a determined snarl. He is sprinting for you with murder in his eyes. To yell at him and tell him to stop, 223. To dart inside and close the door, 226. Stop or close this door. Inside, close the door, 226. Your feet skid on the wooden decking as you dive for the door. The sprinting figure is right behind you. Can you make it in time? Make a dex roll. I failed that shit. So with the 93, I failed it. Just so you guys know, my current dex is a 60. I do have the 33 points of luck if you guys want me to burn it. This entry also does give me the option to push the roll. So chat, keep my failure, burn my luck, push my roll. Chat's already saying push it. The figure is sprinting right behind you. Can you make it in time? I fall to my hands and knees. I think back. There's just this flash as I go back in time to my childhood, and I think of a moment when I was in a situation like this, and I just know I can't think about what's behind me. I have to think about what's in front of me. I have to turn off that part of I just have to go forward. 79 might be a failed push roll, guys. This was a dex check. My dex is a 60. I rolled a 79 on my pushed roll. If you fail but wish to push the roll, you may roll a second time at the risk of losing your footing and falling. If you fail the pushed roll, go to 231. You try to slam the door and get inside, but you're not fast enough. The man collides with the door, and the impact sends you flying back onto the floor. You land onto the ground, dazed. Make note of this entry number. You may need to return to it. Take 1 damage. And make a luck roll. Guys, my current luck right now is a 47. Here's my luck. A 4. Make a luck roll. If you succeed, go to entry 326. Oh, I have to jump down a ways. Did I? Hold on. I might have a photo. Hold on. I need to go to entry 326. Let me write that down so I don't lose it. And let me see if I clip this photo for you guys. I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. That's okay. I didn't. The art's really great in this, by the way, guys. All right, 326 is where I'm going. Okay. The art is really staggering. The man opens the cabin door. You hear his footsteps running at you in the dark. You scramble to get your footing, but you feel his heavy hands on you, grabbing hard. You hear him grunting, sing-song moaning, like an elephant or a horse. He's trying to drag you out of this cabin. To fight back, go to 282. To succumb, go to 278. Thank you so much for that, Marchin. I appreciate that, baby. Fight back or relent. Andy says fight back. And it looks like, okay. Heard. You guys are strong with the fight back. Okay. To fight back, go to 282. Okay. We're going to try fighting back, guys. You struggle to try to break free of this stranger's grip. There's no way you're giving up without a fight. You lash out, you kick, you shout, you do everything you can to escape. Make a fighting brawl roll. A 10. If you succeed, go to 283. You thrash and heave. It takes a Herculean effort, but eventually you wedge yourself against the stranger and yank your body out of his grip. You scramble out of his reach. He snarls in frustration. "The child will have you," he bellows. "You will serve the child." You steady yourself, then look up to see the stranger approaching you again, fists flailing. You also notice, with a start, that the two of you have managed to swap positions during the shuffle. You are now between him and the door. There's no way you're staying. You spin around and sprint away from the cabin, out into the woods. The stranger's howls of fury grow fainter as you vanish into the night. Make note of this entry. You may need to return to it. Take 1d4 of damage. Oof. Okay, guys, I only took 1 point of damage. Okay. For those following along, I'm down 3. I'm 3 damage down. Go to 298. You dash out into the night, running as far and fast as your body can manage. The cold air burns your lungs. The surrounding trees sound alien as they rustle, making you all the more terrified. Every few minutes you emerge from the trees to a section. Every few minutes you emerge from the trees to a section of dirt road. You keep praying and praying that you'll see your partner's car arriving, but deep down in your soul, you know that it won't come. You know. After almost an hour of mad flight, you come to a crossroads. You recognize it from your journey up to the cabin. You're not sure which direction leads to the highway and which one leads deeper into the woods. This forest, it feels inescapable. Make a navigate roll. 78 for sure. It's going to be over my navigate. I already know that in my spirit. I'm going to look for y'all though. My navigate is a 20. This does not give me a push option, and I don't have enough luck to burn it down that far. If you fail, go to 320. You pick a path and follow it. You race along it for almost another hour. Even after all that time, you're still not sure if you've gone the right way. The woods around you are endless. These hills are treacherous. Before long, you lose your bearing. It doesn't matter if you took the right way or the wrong way at the crossroads. You get tangled up in your own hurried flight and you lose sense of all direction. Everything here is identical. Just great looming black shapes, any of which feels like it could suddenly decide to come to life, loom down, and devour you. This isn't right. It isn't right. Make a sanity roll. 39 is beneath my current sand. Yeah, 39 is beneath my current sand. If you succeed, go to 321. Okay. Listen, panic is not going to help you get out of these woods. You force yourself to take a few deep breaths and slow your racing heart. You turn, pick a random direction, and start walking determinedly. It's impossible to tell whether you made the right call. Your flashlight is the only way to see your surroundings. The only thing you can tell is that the forest, for some reason, is quieter here. Time passes. Eventually, you start to tire. And you're getting so seriously cold. You lean against a tree to catch your breath. If well rested is ticked on your log sheet, go to 300. If not, go to 301. I don't believe I'm well rested. I am well rested. Ha ha. If well rested is ticked on your sheet, go to 300. You're thankful that you took that time to sleep earlier. You're rested enough that you don't feel as though you need to stop for too long. You wait for just long enough that your legs stop aching, and then you get up and you continue on your way. As you walk, you realize that even if you have picked the wrong way, at least you're heading away from that cabin. That's still good. When the sun rises, you'll be able to reassess and find your way back to civilization. For now, you just need to put some distance between yourself and that chaos that you just escaped for. Drop to 302. Pine needles and dirt crunch under your feet as you walk. You make progress, but with every step, you feel yourself growing wearier. You need to find somewhere to rest. Maybe some high ground would be good. That's what they say in Scouts, right? Or maybe you should look for a grotto. Anywhere sheltered would be best, right? Just as you spot a cluster of trees where it looks like you'll be able to rest and stay dry, you hear a faint hiss from behind you. What was it? Static? Was the sound static? Adrenaline surges through your system. To investigate the sound, 303. To run like hell, go to 308. To investigate the sound or run like hell. That hell no is my spirit right now too, but listen, it's Call of Cthulhu, hurt me. Okay, Skip says go for the sound. To investigate the sound, go to 303. You turn and face the direction that the sound came from. You can't hear it anymore. Hello? You ask the darkness. It does not reply. Holland is really petty for that one. Can we just break the tension for a minute and just admit that Brian Holland is super petty for that entry? Holland, you're petty for that one. You're not good people. Hello, you ask the darkness. It does not reply. Really? I hate you. You direct your flashlight in front of you. Its light reveals tree trunks, stones, and fallen logs. Nothing unusual. If running on empty is checked on your box, I do not have running on empty checked. You must go to 304. If not, go to 307. Oh no, guys. Your flashlight flickers. Your heart jumps in your throat. Have the batteries died already? You shake and slap the lens, and the beam stabilizes, nice and solid. Whew. Lucky you took the time to find new batteries. You search the area in front of you more carefully. The strong light keeps the shadows at bay. It makes you feel more secure. After a more thorough look, you confirm that there's nothing lurking around you. Still, something tells you it's best not to linger here for too long. You stride onwards, using the flashlight beam to navigate between treacherous tree roots and sharp rocks. After a few moments of walking, you spot a small clearing through the trees up ahead. You push towards it, snapping through thick brambles and branches as you go. When you emerge in the clearing, you spot a small tent and a fireplace set up in the center. Looks like someone is maybe camping here. Oh my goodness, you may have found help. If familiar face or wrong turn is checked, I have familiar face. If familiar face or wrong turn is checked on the log sheet, you recognize this campsite, and you must go to 266. A sense of deja vu washes over you. This campsite, it's the same one. You hear a rustling from inside the tent. Your noisy arrival clearly woke up whoever is inside. A sing-song voice calls out, "Hello?" Your stomach sinks. You recognize that voice. The tent flap unzips, and that same man steps out. He's even wearing the same clothes. He looks towards you, hesitates, then nods. You notice that his eyes show no sign of surprise. To respond to the man politely, go to 335. To respond aggressively, go to 286. Ooh. Kick him in the face sounds aggressive to me. 286. What the hell is going on? Please calm down, the man says, holding his hands up defensive. Please. Calm? Screw you. Tell me who the hell you are. He pauses and licks his lips. I'm the one who can hear it. What the hell does that mean? The child, he says. It speaks to me. You better start talking some goddamn sense. The child of the forest, he says. When it weeps, it sounds like static. You fall silent. The man smiles, nodding. You've heard it too, haven't you? You hesitate. If Alex is checked on a log sheet. Nope. If Charlie is checked on the log sheet. Whoa. I think I missed this at the very beginning. You check the character that you're playing, I do believe. Yep, go to Charlie. Thank you so much, Andy. Yep. When you select a character, I was supposed to check that on the log sheet, but I had just started the stream and wasn't paying attention. Thank you, thank you, Andy. If Charlie, which is the character I'm playing, is ticked, and assert the static, go to 285. Charlie, he says. You freeze. How the hell do you know my name? The child told me. It just wants a family, Charlie. That's what we can give to it. All of us. The voice in the static? You ask? It wants a family. The child. Yes. You may return to this entry several times. When you do, select an option that you have not already chosen. To ask what the child is, go to entry 337. Oh, y'all got a lot of options here. To ask who the child, do you want me to ask who the child is? To ask what the child wants? To know how the stranger knows all of this? To ask if he's seen, to ask if he's the man that you've seen around. When you finish talking, select one of the following options. Okay, so those are our questions, guys. What is the child? What does the child want? How does the stranger know all of this? And ask to ask if he is the man you've seen around. What did you guys choose? Cold. Investigate. Do all. Who first? Okay, so who first? Okay. What's the child? Okay. So who is this one too? Okay. To ask what the child is, go to 337. You keep calling it a child, you say. What exactly is it? The man smiles. Something ancient. I know. A strange name for one so old. I believe it was birthed from Mother Earth herself. It exists alone and in the wild places of the world. It's lonely and aching. This sends me back to 285. So this is, I guess, a one-on-one scenarios version of like an interview, which is pretty dope. These are my questions again. What is a child? You guys just want to go in order? Like, what is a child? Tell me more about what the child wants. Does that feel good? Just jump there. The child. Yep, child's one. Okay, beautiful. Rena's already ahead of me. All right, it looks like this wants me to go to 338. I can hop down fast by 338. The child, you say. It wants a family? The man nods. It's spent uncountable years alone. It sees past, present, and future. It has tried so desperately to adapt to the technology of our world, but it's failed. It just wants people to be here with it, here in its home. He gestures around. Okay, this sends me back to 285. And we're just going to follow Rena's advice, and we're just going to go to the next interview question, which is, to ask how the stranger knows all of this, go to 339. It is a burden, this knowledge. The man smiles. I came to this place years ago. I brought my camera. I wanted to document the wild, but I found something far more important to document. Something beyond comprehension. I found that the child could somehow manipulate the magnetic particles in my videotapes to show me visions of the future. He smiles wide. And so far, they have all come to pass. The child, you see, it exists beneath the earth, in the soil, in the trees, and in the pine needles at our feet. The power of the earth all around it lets it smell and taste and touch anyone who encounters it, whether they have already or not. What do you mean? You ask. It sees the future. For the child, there is only now. And now is everything all at once. It's why it's waiting for you, he says. In my time here, the child has shown me many things, all stored in my tapes. I've kept them and labeled them and tried to categorize them as best I could. We're totally about to get eaten by whatever this child thing is. It sends me back to 285. To ask if he is the man you've seen around, go to 340. This is the last question. 340. So are you the guy I've seen around? He pauses, thinking. It may have been me, or rather a version of me. What? I've given myself to the child, he says. I'm its family now. If it wishes, the child can take my form. Indeed, the child takes many forms. Those of its victims, past and future. Go back to 285. When you have finished talking, select one of the following options, chat. To tell the man that he's talking nonsense, go to 341. To ask him how you leave safely, go to 350. Yeah, I'm not really excited about victims past or future either. I'm very uncomfortable with that. How to leave safely, Rena says. Drop down to 350. How do I get out of here? The man furrows his brow. You mean leave? Yes, you say. I want to get out of here and go home. I never want to come back here, ever. The man shakes his head. Oh, I'm afraid it's too late for any of that. The child has chosen you. It awaited your arrival for so long. You shake your head. No, I don't care. I'm not staying. You turn to make a run just as a familiar voice rings out. Wait! Go to entry 280. You spin around. There, standing at the edge of the clearing, is Alex. Their clothes are flaked with mud and dirt. There are twigs caught in their hair, but they're here. They're alive. They're smiling at you. Honey, they say, it's okay. Chat. To run to Alex with open arms, go to 279. To hesitate, go to 10. Do I run to Alex with open arms? Or do I hesitate? I feel the same way. Run with open arms. To run with open arms, go to 279. You dash across the clearing and you cling to Alex. Oh my God, I've been so worried. And you hold them close against you. If broken heart is checked, I don't believe I've had broken heart. Nope, I haven't had broken heart. Go to 242. Alex hugs you back. I know you have. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay now. We are all together now. You can feel Alex's hands stroking the back of your head. You pull away. You don't have time for this right now. Alex, where's the car? We have to get out of here. We have to go now. Alex looks back at you sadly and shakes her head. Oh, no, honey, we can't go. We must stay here. The way Alex speaks is all wrong. Standing closer now, you notice 1,000 subtle details that don't fit with the person you know. This isn't Alex. I know you're nervous, Alex says. I try to explain everything, but I don't really think there's much point. They raise their arms and open them wide. So I'll just show you. If arrival is ticked on a log sheet, a horrible image flashes into your mind. I don't think I have arrival. I don't have arrival. Go to 248. I need you, Charlie, Alex's voice says, but this time it comes from behind you. You spin around and see that man who has crawled out of the tent, body unchanged, is now wearing Alex's face. There's two of them now. They're on either side of you. I need you like I needed Alex, they say. And when they speak, their voices merge, overlay, and bleed static. You're here now. We can be together, we three. We four. All of us. Please come with me. Please come with me. Make note of this entry. You may need to return to it. Make a sanity check, which Bridgett needs one. That's a fail on my sanity check. Good times. That's a 75 over something that I don't have as high as 75. If you fail, lose 1d6 sanity. Oh, God. Y'all send thoughts and prayers. I lose 4 sanity. That is putting my sanity down to 7, which is not a 5th yet, and that didn't trigger a bout either. Okay. Ooh, Jesus be offense. Okay. You're here now. We can be together. We three. We four. All of us. We four. Please come with me. Please come with me. To agree, go to 353. To refuse, go to 357. Do we agree or do we refuse? Kick. No, refuse. Okay. Now, Here's some foolery. I lost what entry we were on. Sorry, we're gonna have to do this weird thing where I follow around really fast unless somebody can backtrack the Twitch and tell me which entry I was on. How do I get out of here? I remember that one. Does somebody remember in chat? I don't remember either. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for the tension break on this one, guys. But how do I get out of here? We went to 280. No, it was somewhere in this area. I might be able to see this really fast. Have you seen that guy I've seen around, Alex? Okay, wait. The child has chosen you as awaited your arrival for so long. We were definitely there. Somebody give me 357. All right, baby. Hopping down there now. Is that where I'm going now for me refusing? Is that my next entry? Oh, thank you so much, Andy. Okay. No, you say I don't want that. What? No, I don't care what you or anyone else says about the child. I want to go home. I want to leave. You see your partner's face fall. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry I couldn't make it painless. Your partner's face bulges. Pine needles sprout from their cheeks and emerge covered in blood. Their mouth opens and a thick, fleshy tentacle laced with pale blue veins and coated in saliva unfurls. You hear your partner's voice screaming. The child is given form. From its flesh emerges a true manifestation. A dozen more voices join the noise. They're laughing, shrieking, and crying. They're chanting something, a name. They repeat it again and again. Ushtika, Ushtika. Your partner steps closer. Clothing sloughs away from their body as their chest spills open into a sphincter-like maw from which echoes a horrid, swarming hell of static. Do we run or do we fight? Those are our options. Those are our options. Do we run or do we fight? Rena says run. To run, go to 358. You take one last look at your partner's body. It's disintegrating. It's turning into something foul before your eyes. There is nothing left that you can do for them. It doesn't matter how you feel about them, what you wanted for them, what you wanted from them. Some greater force has now decided that for you. All you can do now is run. You race for the edge of the clearing. You can make it out if you're fast enough. You hear the warped sound of your partner's voice calling after you, but you don't turn to look back. Then you hear heavy, slamming footsteps fast approaching. Make a dex check. It's going to be an extreme success with a 4. If you succeed, go to 360. You run through the forest. You jump logs, duck under low-hanging branches, deftly avoid the moss-ridden stones. For a while, you hear the sounds of pursuit, but terror and rage and anguish pushes you to run for far longer than you've ever run before. Eventually, the sounds of pursuit fade. You keep running. Tears are streaming down your face. You run for hours. You only stop when the sun rises. By the light of the new day, you find your way through the trees and back to the main road. You walk haggard for hours. Sometime in the mid-afternoon, when the autumn sun is beginning to dip, you're picked up by a nearby, I lost that too fast. You're picked up by a passing trucker. He stares at you curiously and asks repeatedly if you're all right. You never answer him. What were you supposed to say? What can you say? You ask to be dropped off in the center of town, but he drops you off at a police station. Doesn't matter. It'll do. You head inside. Days pass in a blur of hospital visits, police reports, and soul-sucking interviews with smiling psychologists who assure you that they're just there to help. Search teams go into the Black Hills and try to find your partner. They don't find anyone. But you never really thought they would. They do eventually find your car. Even though it has your license plate, the searcher says it can't be the same vehicle. It was rusted, covered in moss, and looked though it had been abandoned in the forest for years. You find no reprieve even in rest. When you sleep, you dream only of the forest, the lonely trees, the wet soil, the endless night sky. There's a strange budding warmth in your belly that makes everything seem fine. Somewhere out there is screaming, a chanting. The wind that unsettles the trees, a breeze that makes pine needles dance across the forest floor, and then there's static. A cacophony of sound running together, blending to create a long, all-encompassing drone. It fills your head, your very being. The static is all. Then suddenly, the warmth within your stomach explodes. Your flesh tears, yet there's no pain nor blood. You watch in horror as the gnarled branches of some ancient tree emerge from your stomach, all while twisted roots encircle your bones, crushing and cracking them. You try to scream, but only static emerges. As the static fills you and everything around you, the last thing you are aware of is an endless sea of stars above you. The cold stars, then darkness. Go to 354. The darkness lifts. The night of dawn brings you to wake. You don't recall how much time has passed. It might be years later, or is it years earlier? Somewhere in the forgotten wild, you stir. You see the ancient forest around you. The pine needles feel like carpet on the ground. It's all warm and it's all familiar. The wind flutters through the Black Hills to a place where no bears, rabbits, or birds ever tread. Trees shiver in the final moments of summer, and beneath the moist earth, you shift. Dead branches and fresh soil fall away from you as you emerge. Human again, you rise from the damp earth and breathe. You blink and hear the call of your master. The child awaits you. You have successfully completed the story and have been reborn to serve the child, as you will be again and again and again for all eternity. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Alone Against the Static, written by B.W. Holland for 7th edition Call of Cthulhu, published by Chaosium Incorporated. That was horrifying. That was a brilliant ride. I am so going to play this again. I have a flight in January. I will be bringing this on a plane with me so I can see if I got a different ending. It looks like, thank you guys so much for joining, especially for a pop-up stream that I didn't even acknowledge on the front end. It looks like Andy got the exact same result. But guys, there's just, hold on really fast. I'm going to tease you with some crazy shit that you could come in contact with. Here's some of the art. Here's like the cabin. There's something wrong with that picture. I'll let you actually get it. There's a wounded deer that I'm not going to show you, but when you see it, tag me in the Discord and let's talk about it because that's a really disturbing behind image. This is the branches erupting from us, our partner. Horrifying, right? The art is so dope. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to do this giveaway right quick, fast, in a hurry. Pick a winner. Hey, Armachin! Congratulations on winning a free hardcover copy of Alone Against the Static. Armachin, do me a favor and either send me an email or tag me on Discord and whatever and send me your address and I will get this bad boy put into the mail for you. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you so much for your support. We are now officially going to wrap up Alone Against the Static. If you enjoyed this content and you would like to help us make more of it, Symphony Entertainment does have a Patreon. You can back us at patreon.com/Symphony Entertainment. And again, Chantel, if you're still in the chat or even if you have to go or you're watching a replay, just know that you are loved, you are supported. This celebration that you're doing for Kapu's life tonight is absolutely phenomenal. I felt encouraged by him because I know he was a brilliant storyteller. So I did everything I could to lean into just the power that he brought with any time he ran horror or comedy or adventure. So thank you for the opportunity to participate in the Festival of the Fabulist. I am proud to call myself a fabulist as well. I love you, Symphony. I love you guys. You guys are the best part of waking up. I do not believe I have anything else because I didn't write any intro copy. So with that, good looking out. Thank you so much for joining this pop-up stream. Have a wonderful night, and we hope you've enjoyed the Symphony, and we look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Mwah! Pick up Alone Against the Static from Chaosium.com. It's on PDF and on hardcover, located now at the next screen. Mwah! Bye, guys!